hearing your description of all this, I'm entranced. Number one, the way you tell it is just like, you can't, yes, and
yeah, like
and
a movie.
These are true. This is your life.
Yeah.
This is your life.
This is your life, Karen Grace Cadle. Yeah. Well, but that's what it is.
This is the question I was going to ask earlier or later or whatever, but I thought I'd throw it out now. What happened to Hollywood? Why aren't there, quote, legends anymore?
Because there's not studios anymore. Studios that built them, made them, created them, and kept them a legend. They made them into a legend. Esther Williams couldn't act. She didn't know how to act. She never acted in her life, but she could swim. Mm-hmm. So they saw in her something that they made her take singing lessons. They made her take dancing lessons. They made, they did things. They had control over the stars. Nobody has control over stars today. Not like that. They don't make them into stars.
Yeah.
They changed their names. They changed their hair. They changed their look and made them into a star. Now that doesn't exist, the studio system. Now it's everybody for their own sake, I guess, or something, which is a shame because we're not creating legends, I don't think. Somebody said, who's a legend today? I go, I don't know, maybe Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
And maybe Robert De Niro, kind of. But not like, and they don't make the movies like they were in the 40s and 50s.
Right. Well, I still think like in the 70s, in the 60s and 70s, there's still legends. For me growing up, there are certain ones that are still here. But I mean, especially in the upcoming ones, I know that, I mean, I don't know, it's just not as magical to me.
Well, it isn't, because we saw them on a big screen, bigger than life, and made them bigger than life. And then after, in the 60s, probably 70s, then came television.
Yeah.
And we see them little, and we're not creating those stars anymore for television. We don't do that with television. I mean, people have their favorites from TV shows that they watched. I mean, one of my clients is Barbara Eden. She's still loved today like she was 50 years ago.
She's wonderful.
Yeah, she's wonderful. She really is. And I've lost a lot of my legends, and will lose them, because almost every one of my clients is a legend, and many in their 80s, some 90, and some older than that, but not many. And I've lost so many of the ones that were my family, kind of. I mean, like Joan Fontaine, and a lot of the young people today, they never even heard of these stars.
Right.
They don't even know who they are. My nephew didn't know who Audrey Hepburn was, and I wanted to slap him. Instead, I gave him a list of movies. I said, watch one of them. Now, then you'll know who she is. I took Clark Gable's grandchild out for lunch one day, and he just passed away, unfortunately. But he gorgeous boy. Didn't look like his grandfather, but gorgeous boy. He had never seen a Clark Gable movie. He was probably late 20s or early 30s. Never seen his grandfather on screen.
What? His own grandfather?
His grandfather was Clark Gable.
I know, but he didn't see one of his...
Never had seen a film. Hadn't seen Gone with the Wind. Hadn't seen anything. I said, why? I mean, how is that possible? He goes, because my father wouldn't let me. Well, I said, your father, who is Clark Gable's son, wouldn't let you watch his films? He goes, no. Deep-seated stuff going on there. A lot of fathers and mothers and children of the Hollywood time didn't turn out well.
Right.
But I said, well, you have to. And I said, and you're using the name Clark Gable. That's your name, isn't it? He goes, yeah. I said, well, then you need to know who your grandfather was.
Yeah.
Mr. Gable. I mean, because you're going to get asked by everybody who meets you, oh, something about Clark. He was the biggest star in Hollywood for 5 years or more.
Yeah.
So you need to find out who your grandfather was. Don't ask your father, because he probably is not going to tell you. But watch a movie or two, or all of them for that matter.
When is your book coming out?
Means I can find a publisher.
With an audio book, because listening to you is mesmerizing. I would put the CD in the car, and I would drive until the book was finished.
Wow, thank you. Cross country. Yeah, I've written maybe 7 chapters already, and but I have not been lucky to find anybody who wants to publish it because they don't know who I am. They've never heard of me, so I'm nobody. But, and the stars, a lot of the younger publishers today, a lot of the stars in my book are gone.
Yeah.
But they don't know who they are anyway. I mean,
that just baffles my mind. I mean, when I was growing up, I mean, things have changed so drastically. When I was growing up, yes, the people I grew up were the Faye Dunaways, the Barbra Streisands, the Dustin Hoffmans, and but I knew about the other legends. I knew about these other people, but this day and age, people don't.
They don't know.
The weird thing is, it's we have this whole internet that we could learn.
They could know. It's TCM. They could watch every old movie out there, but they don't. They're not interested. They like CG effects and bombs bursting and car chases and sci-fi. Yeah. I like real people. That's my problem. I don't watch the sci-fi. Star Wars and all that is huge because I have clients that are in it, but not something I watched. But that's all they watch, that and video games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they don't know who Judy Garland is. It's like, and I met and had a wonderful conversation with who just did the movie Judy.
Renee.
Renee. I had a wonderful conversation with Renee at one of the premieres of Judy. I happened to run into her in the lobby, and there was nobody else in the lobby but her.
Yeah.
Sitting in a chair. So I went over because I had to, and she wanted to hear. She said, "You met Judy Garland?" I went, I did. And I went every Thursday to her rehearsal. She goes, "Oh, I wish I'd met you before I did the movie." There weren't too many people around that she could talk to who knew Judy.
Yeah.
And I said, well, without knowing that, you did a fantastic job. She was good. I mean,
wow, she was so good and such a sweetheart.
Yeah,
I went
sweet.
to one of the screenings they had before it was up for a SAG award, and right afterwards, people came up, and usually I don't go out after but I was with this friend who said, "Can we go and meet her?" I said, "Sure." And I'm the one who takes the pictures.
Yeah, right.
But then he says, "You want to go?" I said, "Okay." She waited. She number one, she was so nice. She grabbed my hand.
She was adorable.
And the second thing, the other thing was, she waited till she got a picture with everybody. She waited an extra hour.
Fantastic. Yeah, she waited. She said, "Are you going to come out after the show?" Because she said to me, "Are you going to come out after the show?" I said, "Yeah, probably," because I'm with Lainey Kazan and she'll want to say something to you. And so we went out afterwards, and Renee said, "Because I want to take a picture with you."
Oh.
Wow. Nice. And so she said, "Just raise your hand and wave it, and then I'll see you so I can call you over." And I went, "Okay." So I did. Hello, I'm here. And she said, "Come on," waved me over with Lainey and took a picture. Great.
Talk about an amazing, wonderful woman, Lainey Kazan.
Oh, fantastic.
She taught Meet the Biz. She came in. I think it was a year or two. I said, "Come teach the class." She said, I'd love to. She finally came to teach a one-night class. And afterwards she says, "Can I do this again?"
Oh,
it's amazing. And she came back. She did 4-week workshops, one-night workshops, and everybody loved her.
Yeah, well, what's not to love? She's great. She's great. I have a dog barking.
Oh, good. What's the dog's name?
Liza with a Z. Liza, come here. She's so adorable, it's ridiculous.
Come on, Liza.
Liza. She's barking, so I know she's somewhere. Come here, Liza.
Come on, Liza.
Wander in. At some
Okay.
point, she'll wander in.
Right.
She's so cute. She weighs 3 pounds, 5 ounces. She's about this big.
Oh my gosh.
Adorable. Yeah, that's my Liza. Yeah, I worked with Liza quite a few times. What a talent. Oh.
Another talent. Another talent. And there's that connection, of course, to Judy, for those who don't know.
She doesn't know I met Judy. She has no idea.
She doesn't?
No. Neither does Lorna. And Lorna's a friend of mine who lives about 15 minutes from me, but she doesn't know I met Judy either. We never talk about it.
Yeah.
But I have the memory, so I'm good.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to throw something else at you.
Okay.
Another name. And when Liza comes, just, let's.
If Liza comes. Well,
Liza with a Z.
Liza with a Z. It's on her tag. I could show you.
Oh my gosh.
Liza, come here. She's not minding me today.
Oh, come on, Liza.
Come on, Liza.
We love you, Liza.
Why don't you entertain and I'll get her? 2 seconds. It'll take me 5 seconds. Okay. Liza, come here.
We're going to meet Liza with a Z. It's very exciting right now. We love our dogs. We might put a show together of all the dogs we've met on Meet the Biz. We have. How many have we met? Oh my God. Oh.
Whoops. As I fall down on my chair.
Yeah, don't do that.
I need to get one of those.
We got to get the camera right too. Oh,
yeah, I know.
Look at Liza with
us. Get me right. Liza.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's Liza.
Hi, baby.
Say hi.
Hello, Liza. Well, hello, Liza.
She goes, that's my name, Liza with the Z.
Oh.
On my tag. Liza with a Z.
She's gorgeous. You're gorgeous, Liza. You and your mama are gorgeous.
The best tail.
Oh my God, yeah.
Tail, just
look at that.
Like a squirrel.
Liza, it looks like you've been shampooed and polished.
Adorable. My other Chihuahua is Audrey Hepburn. And she's not here right now. And then I have a third Chihuahua who's Sabrina Fair. So we've covered the Audrey bit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Can't have another dog.
Another dog?
No, that's
okay.
That's it. I have a cat.
Oh, you have a cat?
I have a cat who's named Meggie, after Meggie and the Thornbirds, which is my favorite television.
Which, by the way, thank you for what you do, because I came with Rosalind Kind,
there you go.
Who sends her love, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
So we came to see your amazing show, and I was thinking about this yesterday. I was going, because that happened a short time before we had to go into quarantine, maybe 6 months or so, was it?
What show was it?
When we were talking about the Thornbirds, the interview with Richard Chamberlain.
Oh, at the luncheon. Yeah.
The
afternoon with, so to speak.
Yes. Yeah. What a wonderful event that was.
Yeah. He's fantastic. I love Richard. I call him my gay husband. Since that's the only thing, I guess. Yeah, I love Richard.
That man, I mean, everybody's always thought he was like the most handsome.
He still is. Beautiful.
He's stunning.
He's stunning. He's 80. What is he now? 80, 85, 80, something like that. Yeah, he's stunning.
I want to start, when I see him, I say, I've got a crush on you.
Yeah, you and every girl and every boy.
I know.
Has a crush on Richard. But I talk to him like once a week or something. He's in Hawaii, but he lives in LA, but we talk often. I miss him. Yeah, he's a fantastic guy.
Well, that's another one who was just a love.
Just a love. He really is. There's nothing, never raises his voice. He never gets angry. I mean, if he does, I've never seen it. He's just adorable.
Right.
Adorable guy. I love introducing people to Richard. Yeah, that was a good afternoon.
It really was. I mean, it's so nice to sit there and have a nice lunch and meet people. I miss that. I miss going out and connecting with people. And then having you come up on the stage, and of course, Roberta running around.
Of course, yeah. Well, Roberta had to be running around, right? She works my audiences for me. It's great.
Wanda, she's so wonderful.
She
And
is.
then, of course, then Richard comes on the stage, and you're just like, again,
Yeah. Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, those are the only ones I like.
You know, and I have to say, the other name who is, you know, if we have to say another legend who's younger, is Whoopi. Whoopi
Oh,
Goldberg.
absolutely. Yeah, I produced her talk show on
I
television.
I have to say, I remember seeing that talk show and loved it. You know, when we used to tape everything on TV,
Yeah,
with
right,
VHS,
right.
I had the one she with Elton John,
Yeah.
and I mean, all of her shows were wonderful.
I know. I got to produce something, most all of them. I got with Elton. I produced that show, and
Yeah.
the stars that I never would have gotten to produce otherwise. And I was told when we booked Elton that don't ask him to sing. He's not going to sing. And I went, okay, well, if he won't sing, he won't sing. We'll play him.
Right.
And he got to the studio and he said, do you have a piano? I said, yeah, we do, but I was told you're not going to sing. He said, who told you that? I said, it doesn't really matter, but will you? And he goes, yeah, of course. This is when you talk to those people surrounding the stars. No, he's not going to do that. I said, well, yes, he did. We opened the show. I said, that's our opening. He's playing and Whoopi's leaning on the piano. And we take it from there.
Hi, Elton.
Hi, Whoopi.
Yeah. Of course he's got to sing. Hello.
Of course.
Oh I know. But yeah, we had some good stars, but that show was not successful.
Well, I remember, was it like a season or maybe
one season?
One season. And I remember it was a powerful, wonderful show, but I remember it didn't last long. But it's interesting how some of the best shows don't last.
I think it was too low key. It was kind of one level show because Whoopi did not feel she had the right or wanted to ask some personal questions. I said, Whoopi, these stars, for the most part, when we're getting Elizabeth Taylor, we got Elizabeth Taylor and
right,
so many incredible stars. They love you. And the reason they're doing the show is because of you. They don't care. You can ask them anything. She says, well, I'm just not comfortable doing that. I said, so you can't just sit them on the couch and say, so how's it going?
Right.
That kind of goes nowhere. But she just wasn't too willing to get into it with them. And it's a shame because they would have absolutely gone with her.
You know, it's so interesting. I feel that way a lot of times when I'm talking to people. Not that I have a show like Whoopi Goldberg's by any means, but I am so, I can lead up to something in a different way, but I don't want to say, so tell me about that night. Remember, talking about.
Yes. We won't show this to anybody. It won't air. No.
Oh.
No, their way. Yeah. She could have, but she didn't want to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she went with her guts on that.
Yeah, she did. So it was
her heart.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed doing that show very much because we had such great stars. And then everybody said yes. Because when I called Elizabeth, I thought, well, it's a shot. We'll try. And she goes, oh, I love Whoopi. When do you want me to do it? And I went, yay. Yeah, it was good. And she wore jeans. She said, what should I wear? I said, would you wear like really casual, like jeans and something? She goes, yeah, sure. So she did. She wore jeans and this t-shirt.
I remember I saw that one.
Yeah, it was great. She put her feet up under and was all ready to go. And Whoopi could have gone anywhere with her.
Right.
I'm sitting here with Elizabeth Taylor. Now, it is an amazing thing to me because you are a woman who has been what I've always considered a movie star, but from almost birth. You know, do you ever get to the place where you wonder if you missed anything being a child star?
Well, I was like in movies at the age of 9, and I guess what you call a movie star at 12 after National Velvet. And I did miss out on all the like the high school things and football games and proms and your basic childhood. My friends were all the guys on the set, really.
These guys would love to be your friend.
Hey, buddies. So I didn't have a childhood. And when I did have like time off, I would ride my horse, which is a solitary thing. And I loved that, getting away from everyone, all kind of supervision. I was so supervised by my parents, by the studio. I was like under scrutiny the entire time, but when I got on my horse, I could be anyone, anything, and soar. I don't think I became rebellious until I left home and knew that I could like take off my jeans and throw them on the floor if I felt like it. And nobody was going to give me a hell for it. Right. And it was like, wow, that felt good. But then, I mean, in real rebellion as a human being, rebellion about society and things that mattered, I had a sense of outrage, I guess, against inequities all my life.
What do you like the most? Producing, directing, managing?
I like creating the moment. I work backwards. When I produce a segment, like I've done with all of these stars, I ask them one question. I always ask the same question. What do you want the audience to feel about you when this segment's over? What do you want them to know about you? And if they can answer that, then I create it, produce it to get to that moment. And usually works out pretty good. And you know, you have to ask, is there anything you really don't want to talk about? So I'll know how to either get around it or get to it in some different way. I love creating the moments that we're all going to see in this next, like with Audrey, we had 5, 6 segments, all different subjects. And I knew what would make her happiest is to talk about her children.
Yeah.
So I started with that. You know, that gets them on a warm note, gets them comfortable before you get into anything else. But Audrey, there's nothing to get into that isn't wonderful.
Right.
With Elizabeth or with a lot of other stars, there's things you kind of had to stay clear of.
Yeah.
You know? So you just, I don't know, you sense what might work. But I love directing too. I've directed all over the world because I directed Lifestyles for the Rich and Famous for 2 years. And that was phenomenal.
Get ready for another incredible Lifestyles, your VIP journey into the lives and loves of today's winners who really know how to enjoy the great things of life.
So that's really creating some moments.
What was the, I mean, you flew everywhere for that, huh?
Everywhere. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, but very short time. The problem with the show was that they didn't give us producer directors, didn't give us time. We would fly into Lisbon with somebody, you know, and they would give you the afternoon to shoot the city. So you like had to rush to get all the, you know, and then I boarded a ship for a film festival at sea that I was covering, filming, directing. So that was like 5 days. So that was manageable with 5 stars though. And then you had to fly home the next day and go right into editing the next day. So it was like crush time all the time. It was great. I mean, great experiences, but very difficult. But I loved doing those pieces because Robin Leach knew exactly what he wanted. And if you followed his rules, you would be very successful. If you go against him, you're dead. I learned very quickly to just do whatever he wants.
Right.
Make it pretty. If there's a can, I remember that we get a list of rules. If there's a candle, light it. Okay, got it. Okay. If there's a chandelier, shoot it. You know, rack focus on it so it comes in all the beauty shots.
Yeah.
If there's a flower, get in on that flower and then pull out from that. There were rules of directing for that show because it was a beautiful show, beautiful locations.
What was the first thing you ever directed?
For Lifestyles? Oh.
Or for anything?
Oh, for anything? My first directing job was Cher in Vegas with her wigs. That was my very first. My first ever 3-camera shoot in a studio with an interviewer, interviewee, and a wide shot was, my boss said, I'm going to send you to New York to do a 3-camera shoot. Are you all right with that? And I went, well, I've never done one, but how hard can it be? Camera on him, camera on them, and a wide shot. So next he starts talking, I think I can do this. And he said, well, that's the good news. I said, and what would the bad news be? He goes, it's with President Carter. I went, President Carter? So my first 3-camera shoot is a president of the United States of America? Oh, no pressure. So I had to quickly just go to the spot of it's still 3 cameras. It's him and he was fantastic. God, he was nice.
Yeah.
He was such a sweet guy. I was at the craft services table getting a cup of coffee and he came over by himself. No, Secret Service were there, but they were around somewhere watching. Right. And he came over and he said, so you're Karen, you're the director of this? I said, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, Mr. President. He goes, well, we're not working yet, so can I get you a sweet roll? I went, what? You want to get me a sweet roll, Mr.? Yeah, sure, that'd be great. I mean, I had to let him do it because the President of the United States is getting me a sweet roll, so I'm all in. Whether I wanted one or not, it didn't matter. And he was adorable, just sweet. So he got me a sweet roll.
Do you know how your stories affect the listener?
I do know about Judy because of the tape, because of the edited piece. And I've had people say, oh my God, I was a mess. I was crying by the end of that. So your story was really told beautifully. And I have made people cry that I'm talking to. Not often, but I have some stories where I'm actually talking to a star or somebody infamous, and they get emotional. So, but no, not regularly, no.
Well, I mean, there are so many stories. I mean, I could keep on talking and talking and talking.
Yeah, we're almost done here.
But we've got like 5.
We haven't touched on any of the ones that.
I know.
That's all right.
We could do but so many of the stories, I am tearing up after hearing how wonderful President Carter is, and which, you know, you look at him and you go, oh my God, he's a wonderful man. But
yeah, but you don't. Yeah, he was great.
That's sweet.
I mean, we'd go to commercial, and we did 5 segments, 5 interviews, 5 different interviews with him. We'd go to commercial, and he'd say, Karen, how am I doing? In the booth, he'd yell at me, President Carter, hey, Karen, am I doing all right? I said, yeah, you could cheer it up a bit. Yeah, but so far, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You got to smile a little more, President Carter. He goes, yeah, okay, I'll try to be better.
Yeah.
So cute.
What's your biggest joy?
My biggest joy is the friendships that I've had from a lot of the stars whom I met. Them keeping them in my life, and they became family. Joan Fontaine, I called Mom for 30 years. She like adopted me. She said, if I could adopt you for real, I would. So just consider yourself adopted. And from this moment on, you'll call me Mom. And for 30 years after that, until her passing, she was Mom. So that's my greatest joy, those kind of relationships. And I love working with the stars. I mean, I love sitting back and watching. I'm filming, let's say, with Doris Day, and I'm sitting back watching Doris Day be Doris Day, and then thinking of all those films that I loved. It's an honor, and it's wonderful. I mean, my days, I've had some fantastic days, and then I've had other days that are not so fantastic. And then some stars I choose not to keep in my life, because that's who they are, But for the most part, I've had fantastic friendships with Esther and June, Allison, and Joan, and Patricia Neal was one of my closest friends for years and years.
I mean,
and it's sad to see them go. That's the sad part. But life is what it is. They have to. Yeah. So they're watching.
Yeah. I mean, we could do hours and hours with you, and that's why I can't wait to get your book.
Me too. Because boy, there's some stories in that book. Not all pretty, I might add.
Oh my God. I mean, I just want to list some of the names we didn't even get to.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sophia Loren.
Oh, who's on the wall behind me here? Let's see.
Wait, where's Sophia?
Okay. This was in the 80s. The first time I produced an hour with her.
Oh, wait. Ah!
I had hair.
Oh my God.
I don't know why it's coming out so light, but anyway.
Yeah.
That's Sophia. Yeah, I just booked her for something as soon as we can.
Yeah.
We get safe again. I booked her in Germany for something coming up.
Right.
Whenever we can travel to Germany, which is not now apparently.
Right.
Because they're closing down again.
Yeah. Oh.
These little cameras, they're just.
I know that it's just the balance of where does it go and.
Balance period. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, you have so many people that I've loved throughout my life. Tim Curry, Diane Carroll. I mean, oh my God, Dennis Hopper. I mean, Anthony Quinn, Martin Landau, Richard Dreyfuss. Oh my God.
Richard, I worked with a lot. Martin Landau was the one who told me, go meet Vanessa. Go. Do not go do that because there's a reason you need to go. I said, okay. Well, I was going anyway, but I said, a lot of people think I'm being ridiculous. He goes, not me. You want to meet her and you can, do it. Because it means something to you for whatever reason. So yeah, there's been a lot. It's good.
What do you want the most at this moment in your life?
I would like, what do I want the most? That's a good question. I think I want what a lot of people want. I want to not stop working. I've got a few people left on my bucket list, which I will meet. I just booked one of them. I only have a couple of people left on my bucket list.
May we find out?
Dame Judi Dench. Yeah, I mean, is it better? Oh, so I booked her. I booked her for this month. No, I booked her for November, and of course that got canceled. So hopefully she'll be able to do it whenever we can. Yeah, I love her.
She's the best.
She's unbelievable. She's just fantastic. And so I would like to continue doing what I'm doing. And I always wanted to give back to the stars that gave so much to me when I was growing up in the movies. I mean, I thought Audrey Hepburn gave me a lot of wonderful moments. So if I could ever do anything for her, which I did, that would be enough. And it was fantastic. And so I would like to continue what I'm doing. I'd like to do a little less of the constant traveling, just to ease the workload a little bit, which I had prior to this pandemic. And just land somewhere that makes me happy. I'm in Palm Springs now, but everywhere right now is closed in, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I would love to do that. And I'd love to find a publisher for my book, because then I'll finish it.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. And I have a movie I wrote that I would love to get produced.
Yeah.
And I'm still able to, so we'll see. You know, before I get too old and I don't want to do anything, which I doubt seriously will happen.
Right.
So that's it. But I'm good. I got Vanessa watching over me. I got Sophia, Audrey. I'm good. I'm in a good spot right here.
And Liza with a Z.
And Liza with a Z, who's now left me again. I don't know. Oh, she's lounging probably. And Liza and Audrey Hepburn, my doggie, my little one, and Sabrina Fair, and my cat Maggie. I'm covered. I'm good.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well.
I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, and everything that's bright and gay, I'll always think of you that way.
I'll find you in the morning sun, when the night is new. I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through.
In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing